Welcome to Stay at Home Yoga. I'm Val, and this is
Keri.
I'm going to be teaching today.
I'm just picking tacos out of my teeth.
We just had a whole lot of tacos.
Which is not really what you're supposed to do before yoga, but you know what? You're a mom, so you just eat when you can, and you exercise when you can, and you don't worry about it.
You don't worry about it. All right, you are on the mat today. So I'm going to do a little thing about how it feels to be in your own body space. I was on the playground yesterday with a bunch of moms, and they were talking about this one mom that walked up, and she was super hot. Not gonna lie, she was like super hot.
I'm friends with so many hot moms.
and a woman that I admire, she goes on, you know how she's had to since childhood deal with body issues, and like you, me, and every other person on the street, right?
Not me. I didn't have any body issues until very recently.
Until very recently, yes. Right? And so I was
cry me a river,
right? You only have you. You can only be you. There's only one you. So work in what you got. And then I always remind myself, when I was 20, I didn't want to be what I looked like when I was 10, right?
That's true.
So when you're 40, why do you want to be what you were 10 years ago? Like, I get it, but you're...
That's deep, Valerie.
Thank you. You're in a different space, right? So be where you are.
I live in a nicer apartment.
I like how you're down there. All right, down low.
I'm sure enough anyway. There's like seeds on your mat.
I mean, there's all sorts of things on the floor. And also, welcome to my living room. Luna's with us again. Atticus is sleeping.
Her baby sleeps every time we do this.
Lift up on your tippy toes. Bend your knees a bit. And then take your high knee way up high. There she goes, right? I'm just going to adjust her because it feels good, even though I know you probably don't have anybody at home to adjust you. But pretend I was pulling your hips up and back. And then breathe in. And as you exhale, just drop your heels. They may not touch, and that's okay.
Mine almost never touch.
And then breathe in again. And then roll your shoulders away from your ears and give your heart a little space. All right, 2 more breaths. Right?
I don't want to feel.
And this here, where your heel is like, oh, why can't you get to the floor, right? It has to do with the length of your Achilles tendon. It's just the way you were made. That's how it is, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can slam them down, but I don't want to.
But that hurts. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Point it nice and pretty. Lift it a little higher. Good. Now bend at the knee and kick your butt cheek. There you go. Just open your belly up towards your baby over there, who's doing really great tummy time.
She gonna crawl very soon.
It's just very exciting. Big in. And then exhale. Bring that knee to your heart. Good.
Tacos.
Lots of tacos. Like you're going to kiss your knee. There you go. One more breath in. And then silently try to step your foot between your hands. Right there between your hands. And now if it's way back here, Keri, put it way back here where most of us are going to be. Grab it with your right hand and haul it up there. There you go. Beautiful. Now I just want you to just sink into the hips a little.
You guys get to see my belly today because I did not wear a tank top.
Oh, I'm going to just like...
Exciting. I mean, let it go. You guys can see my big belly. I still have that line, that linea negra.
That's fine. Now if you need, drop your back knee. If you're me, that's actually more difficult. I don't know why, it's how it is. But if it feels good, drop your back knee. If it feels good, keep it straight, You're going to lift your arms up on a big inhale, sweep them up to the sky. On that exhale, same thing. Heart space, drop your shoulders, drop your hips, just sink into it. Big in, lift your heart. Exhale, hands around the ankle.
Remember, shine your heart up to God.
Shine your heart up to God. Good. Place your hands, push it to the floor. And the same thing, you're going to engage your belly in right now. Good. And then lift your knee up to your face like you're going to kiss it.
The left one?
You're the one that's in front of your face. The
right.
right.
I had it around my ankle. You said around my ankle. I was like, what weird pose is this? Got it.
And then step it straight back in silence.
I thought this was like a new thing. I was like, Valerie's new shit.
No new things are happening. All the old things. Just feeling good with your body. Big inhale. Lift your other leg, whichever one you didn't do, up to the sky. That's Keri's left. And exhale, you're going to bend your knee and just kick your butt cheek. Open your belly up to your baby or your window or your neighbor, whoever's there. Good. Big in, you're going to lift here, like my fingertips right there. And then exhale, engage your belly, bring your knee to your face like you're going to kiss it. Shoulders over the wrists as much as you can. Big in. Exhale, step your foot between your hands. Good. Grab it and haul it up there if you need to. That's totally fine. And then you decide what feels good with that back knee, up or down. And on the inhale, sweep your arms up.
Sometimes I like to do a micro bend.
Yep.
And then as I come up, it helps tuck my tailbone, and then I straighten it. Sometimes I do that. Ooh, I feel my C-section.
Drop your shoulders. nothing makes my heart pump more than this. Exhale, keep your hands around your ankle. Good, around it, not on it.
Thank you.
Good, and then inhale, lift that knee to your face and step way back. Yeah, she did it silently and perfectly, beautiful. Inhale, bring yourself forward to plank. Nice. Now, like as if I was standing here, which I am for her, push through your heels. There you go. That gives you just a little more power, just that there. Knees touch chin or all the way down, however you feel.
I like this because it reminds me of Britney Spears.
And that's just her Britney move. And then sweep it up on the end. Squeeze your elbows in. And then exhale, child's pose. Yeah. And then open your knees. Take a big in. And then your exhale, if your child or your dog or your partner is here, then give you a little pressure here.
Get your 3-year-old to sit on you.
I do. I got a great photo of all my kids sitting on me while I'm trying to exercise in my house. You do for you, right?
Right. As you wouldn't answer it like this.
Good. One more breath here, or 30, whatever you need. Big in. And then back to down dog. This is me. I'm just big in. Lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale. Bring your knee to your heart. Step it between your hands. It's that same formation. Drop your back ankle. Oops, she's going to go to the knee, but all right, we're going to sweep up to warrior one. That's where we're going. Inhale,
I
up
gotta
to
go
the
a little
sky.
wider.
Let's step it wider.
There you go.
Good. And you saw how she was just kind of touching her lower back. She's just reminding herself to tuck her tailbone. Vag forward, as Keri would say. Good. And the same thing, like when we inhale, we want to lift our heart to the sky. We also want to drop our shoulders down our back. Right? Seems counterintuitive, right? Mm-hmm. Big in, and we're going to open up to warrior two. Ah, isn't that beautiful? We're going to sink right into it. Big in. On the exhale, get a little lower. Just for fun, right? We're going to flip our hands and we're going to fall like a little rainbow over our head. Big in.
A burp.
On the exhale, stay here, but take your knee a little bit more forward, right? It's just one more breath until we release this. I'm all up in your business.
Good, I love it.
And exhale all the way to the floor. Good. Step straight back to plank. And drop your right knee. Good. Now open your heart up towards the people. And lift your left arm up to the sky. Beautiful. So here we are in side plank, which I can barely do with my knee down. Go ahead and shoot it straight out because I know you can. When she does it, she's engaging and she's going to lift this lower hip a lot. One more big in. Exhale, look at your hand on the floor and then put your other hand there to plank. And then straight back to down dog. She's going to do a vinyasa. That's what it looked like. All right.
I came to play, biatch.
Left leg up to the sky. Big in. Good. Exhale, knee to your heart, shoulders over your wrists. Step it down quietly. Drop your back foot and rise up. If you need some space in the hips, do it. Good. She's going to take a big, big in, and on the exhale, get lower. Ah, and drop
Get
your
low,
shoulders.
get low,
Get
get
up,
to
get
the
up.
window. To the walls. I will stop right there.
All right, on our next big in, we're going to exhale open to the window. And you get a nice shot of the beautiful legs here, right? So she's going to take a big in and get low in this front hip. And the knee is going to push out to the baby toe side. You like how I give direction? Baby toe side. I don't know.
Oh, she was flipped.
Good. Oh, she
Yeah.
Trace that rainbow overhead. Long, long line. That knee goes forward on your exhale. Breathe out. Breathe out. Breathe. And then exhale. Windmill your way all the way to the ground. You're going to step back to plank. Oh, she likes it.
Yeah.
Good. And now go ahead. Chaturanga, knees, chest, chin, whatever you want to do.
I'm just going to show
It.
off for a second. Showing off because I can. Everything else is terrible.
And we're going to go. Inhale right back to plank. Good. Drop your left knee.
All right.
And then open up to the window. There it is. So that's the modified version. That knee is down, right? She's using that knee to lift her belly up, lift her hips up. You engage all that, press into that bottom hand a lot, and then maybe shoot your legs both out. Just for funsies. Lift the lower hip as if someone's got a rope around you and going, like that. Good. Look down at your hand. Place the other hand down. Big in. Exhale, drop your knees and go back to child's pose.
Zip pose of the child.
Oh. So, here we are in our own body, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big in. Let your heart race. Feel it all through your body pulsing. Exhale. Nice. All right, lower your weight to your belly. Just slide yourself on down. Beautiful. And go ahead and bring your hands back behind you. If you are nursing or weaning
And your boobs hurt.
and this hurts, just leave them right underneath your shoulder caps. Like that. Otherwise, bring them to your lower back. On an inhale, you're going to look forward, roll your shoulders back. A lot of heart opening. Press your fist towards your butt crack and lift up your heart off the ground. Breathe out your mouth. Good. Press into the tops of your feet more. Breathe out your mouth. Last one. Breathe out your mouth. Good. Release your hands slowly. Turn your head to the side and just relax down. Good. And go ahead and drop your hands out. Okay, so flip yourself over.
Too soon.
Flip yourself over. Beautiful. You want to do a little happy baby?
No,
do it if you
adjust
want
the
to. She
crotch.
just wants to adjust her crotch
My
area.
crotch gets like a weird, so I had a C-section and my left pubic muscle is weird.
It's all
I don't know
weird.
how to make it like gets caught. It feels like it gets tangled up inside of itself,
Mhm.
and I have to like.
Wiggle waggle
Yeah,
it to get
it's
it right.
weird, so
Yeah, that's
sorry.
fine. All right. All right, bring your knees to your chest. Grab hold of the edges of your feet or your two big toes. Either one. We're going to take a happy baby anyway. And just let your lower back. Now here I always feel like I'm like, where are my feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can see Keri on the ground. Yes, yes. So try to take your shoulders and roll them down and wide down your back. Good. And if you can, bend your knees and open a little wider, go ahead and do so. This usually feels really good for people. This is hard for me now.
Yeah, it's a little. I mean, it's good and bad at the same time.
like life.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Bring both your legs straight up for the
I
snare.
can't tell anymore.
You're going to take, can you yogi toe lock your right toe?
Yeah.
There you go. And if you can't reach that, you're going to bend it till you can.
Or you could like grab like a robe, the
Right.
tie of a robe, and just lasso your shit.
You're going to let the other foot go, but you're not going to let it flop. You're going to engage it so much that if you wanted to, you could squeeze your inner thighs together and bring this heel off the ground like half an inch. But you don't show it off. Relax it. Good. Take a big inhale. Roll that shoulder back and down. And on the exhale, shoot through your heel. Good. Now take another big inhale. Think about the shoulder back and down. Drop the hip. Shoot through the heel. It won't be perfect and straight, and that's okay. She's very happy she's reading a book now. Big inhale. On the exhale, you're going to open that leg out. Beautiful. And if it flops to the ground, good for you.
Not
But
me.
once you get to the ground, like I like to say, there ain't nowhere else to go.
Here, let me be real with you. I have too much butt flesh. I feel flesh of my butt and my back fat. They're smashing, and they're making a pillow that prevents my leg from getting further, even if it could. There's like a, it's
good.
a real sensation.
All right, check one more inhale there. Exhale, bring it back up. All right, now just bring that knee to your heart and hug it for a minute. A little huggy.
Thanks, Lee.
Right, relax this bottom leg, and you're gonna cross that knee across your body.
Oh, it's my
Just
favorite.
Take a little twisty twist. Open up your arms. If you like to hold your knee, she's still holding her knee.
My back
That's
is
fine.
cracked.
Now, if you're like, whoa, too far, this lower leg on the ground that's extended, you can bend it as much as you need to. She is a tummy timer today. Big in. On the exhale, really try to just release into the floor. She said, come and get me.
She's like, I want to release.
I know.
Oh, this feels so good.
Last one. And inhale your way back to your heart with both your little knees. Hug them in. Little knees.
Does your tailbone just hurt all the time now?
My, I had
sacrum.
really bad sciatica
Right.
in this pregnancy. Oddly not with the triplets. And so yeah, it gets out of whack when I walk down hills.
Yeah.
And then it's sort of like sore the rest of the day.
Any long walk I have,
Right.
it gets real bad. By
Twisting.
long walk, I mean just walking.
Just walking. Twisting does help though.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take the other side. Yop, so she's going to extend whatever leg she didn't do. She's going to yogi toe lock, or grab the edge of your foot, or wrap a rope around her leg, whatever you need to do.
That's mine. I went to clown school. I actually did stuff.
Pantomime.
Actually.
Good. So we're going to take an inhale, And we're going to exhale, press through the Barbie toes is what I like to call it, right? Not tippy toes, but Barbie toes. And if you're squeezing your inner thighs enough, you can lift this heel off the ground a little bit, just for a little core work if you feel like it. On the exhale, roll that left shoulder down towards the floor. Good. Big in. Exhale, open it up. Yeah.
It wins.
Look, Luna's
Suck.
like, what you doing?
Suck, Luna. Hey, baby girl.
One more big in. Exhale there, try to release.
Oh, yeah.
And then bring it back in. Squeeze it into your heart like you love it because you do, because you get to walk and how exciting.
Especially because my legs didn't get too big. They stay here. My one thing. You're my one thing.
And cross it over your body, take a little twist. Do what feels good for
Oh,
you here.
crap.
People get real specific about their twisting, and I'm like, I'm going to twist how I want.
Oh, I feel so good.
Right? So if you need to bend this leg that's extended, do it. If your leg doesn't drop all the way to the side because you've got fleshy flesh there, good. Right?
Oh, this also feels really good on like my breast muscle.
Mm-hmm. You see, mommy?
Hey.
And one more big in. Exhale, really try to relax it into the ground. Good. And then bring it all back to your heart center, both knees. Good. Now, wrap underneath. Yep, that's what I mean. Underneath. Point your toes nice and pretty. Good. Squeeze in. Lift your face to your knees. Yep, exactly what you think you should. Now, engage your core and try to push it into your lower back as you lift your face. Does that make sense? You
Yeah.
feel that in your lower core?
I do.
All right, one more. And exhale, release. Put your feet to the ground. We're just going to take a little bridgey bridge, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got your Amazon box. You can use
You
it.
can use your Amazon box. Maybe this is the first time they've watched. You can use an Amazon box.
If you got one lying around like I do, always got about 30 lying around. Otherwise, your big toes are straight forward. There you go. If anything, your heels are a little. I know you're laughing or crying. Your heels are a little more out and in.
We bridge at home.
All right.
I got 99 problems, but a bridge ain't one.
You're going to inhale and lift your booty up off the ground. Whoop! There it goes. And she's going to take her shoulder caps underneath her, squeeze her hands beneath her, and then as if someone was standing right between your thighs, squeeze. But don't squeeze hard enough that your knees touch. Good. One more big in. Exhale. Last one. And then you're going to release your arms, release your shoulder blades, and probably kissing. Good. Slowly roll down. And then you decide, do you want to stay here for a few moments? Do you want to extend your legs for a few moments?
I don't even know what I want to do this.
There you go. Just placing your feet together. I like to knock my knees together like a little windshield wiper. Mm-hmm.
Fun
Some
fact.
people like to extend all the way out.
Fun fact. When I teach in class and I say windshield wiper, all the Americans do this, and Europeans do this. Europeans out there, please comment. Do your windshield wipers do this? Is it different than American windshield wipers that do this? I'm really curious. Please write in and let us know.
I hope you enjoyed your very calm Shavasana.
Oh, like Shavasana? Oh, I went to Shavasana. Here we go.
This is when you hit pause and you do it for as long as you like. Good. Just doing 2 more breaths. Because we're doing a solid 20 right now. Hope you got your blood pumping. Feeling good. A little energy for you. All right. Wiggle tips and toes. Fingertips. Fingertips and toes. Nice. I like to take a nice overhead stretch. You do you. Yes, mommy's right there. And over to one side. And slowly make your way to seated. Right? Slowly make your way to seated. You're not you 10 years ago. You never will be. You can only be you right now. Hands at your heart. Big inhale. Exhale. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're smiling. You're smiling.